Oh. Hello and welcome to the channel. So today I'm really excited to be jumping into Mike Flanagan's new show on Netflix. It's called The Fall of the House of Usher. Now, I believe it's based on one of Edgar Allan Poe's stories, and it's not one I'm familiar with. From what I gather, it is about a family, like quite a powerful family, and their downfall, basically. So, yeah, that's literally all I know. If you're not familiar with Mike Flanagan, he's the guy that did The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass. Brilliant, brilliant shows. If you haven't watched them, I suggest you go and do that now because they are so good. I'm actually gutted that I've already seen them because I can't react to them, and I love watching Bly Manor and Haunting of Hill House reactions. I just think they're so good. So yeah, I'm really keen to jump into this. I'm hoping it's going to be kind of the same sort of quality as those two. Obviously, don't know for sure until I've watched it, but yeah. Oh yeah, just before we jump into this, I just wanted to say, because the way this one's being released, as in like all of the episodes are out at once now on Netflix, you'll probably get 2 of these this weekend. You'll probably get the first episode on the Saturday, the second one on the Sunday. As for the rest of them, I don't know yet. I might just stick to Sundays, but depending on how quickly I get through them and how quickly I get the episodes edited, I might push a couple of these out a week. Just because it's, you know, it's only 8 episodes, and yeah, I just kind of want to get it out while people are still interested in it, basically. Although, you know, the other shows have obviously had quite a long tail, so I'm hoping this will be relevant for quite a while. But yeah, that's kind of my thinking. I should also mention that I'm kind of not a massive fan of horror, which is probably weird considering I like The Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor and stuff like that. It's not that I don't like horror, I don't like body horror to start off with. That's just gross. I used to, but I don't know, the older I get, the more it is. I just, nah, can't. But again, you know, that's fine. I can kind of look away if I need to, that sort of thing. And the thing that, and I don't like being scared, which is like, I shouldn't be watching these shows if I don't like being scared. But there we have it. The thing that really freaks me out, honestly, like properly freaks me out, is ghosts and demonic possession and hauntings, which, you know, is the wrong sort of thing to be watching with Mike Flanagan, I think, if that is your weakness. But here we are. So yeah, hopefully I won't embarrass myself too much by screaming. I did think about seeing if I could find a pillow or something to hide behind, but yeah, I think I'm going to see how this first episode goes first, and I will get a pillow if I need to for the second episode. But yeah, right, I'm going to shut up now and just jump in because I'm putting this off, and I don't want to put this off because I want to watch it, but also, oh my god, it might be terrifying. Anyway, this is The Fall of the House of Usher, Episode 1. I love that he uses a lot of the same actors in these.
And the lingering illness is over at last. For then, the spirits of the dead who stood in life before thee are...
Jesus, I might need a cushion. Pillow.
The boundaries which divide life from death are, at best, shadowy and vague.
Not freaky. Holy crap.
Begins.
Grab it.
Peer into the abyss.
What is it?
We grow sick and dizzy.
She's here.
Barely started and I'm already shitting myself. Oh. Obviously an important family. Oh, it's him. And her. And her. Oh, I love him. He was brilliant in Bly Manor. Should have probably been paying a bit more attention to those clips then. Snippets.
You are not going to believe this. He's on the phone. He wants to meet with you tonight. He sent an address, a weird address, but it was actually him.
Him?
Not even the Pim Reaper.
Pim Reaper? God, there's going to be so many names I'm going to have to get used to, aren't there? Isn't there, even? I can't speak today, apparently. Or at least form meaningful sentences. No. No, sir. Oh, I need a pillow. Oh.
Well, come on if you're coming.
Roderick Usher. He is him, then.
Listen, I'm sorry for your loss. Your losses, rather.
I'm sorry? It was like all the clips were...
I waive my right to an attorney.
You got away with it. Again.
You know, nobody gets away with anything, not really.
Madeline would beg to differ.
Well, you can ask yourself. She's downstairs in the basement.
Sorry? Is this going to be like a flash forward and then we're going to see what happens? Like over the next few episodes?
My confession.
This is Assistant U.S. Attorney C.A. Dupin sitting with Roderick Usher.
We're in my childhood home. Yeah, this is where I grew up.
And what exactly are you confessing to?
All of it.
All of it.
The whole thing. 73 charges. All of them. Everything. All yours. And I'll throw in a bonus. I'll tell you how my children died.
I know how they died, Roderick. Everybody knows.
Believe me, Mr. Dupin, when I tell you, you don't know a thing. In this very room.
Okay.
You cannot understand the things I've done unless you understand the life that Madeline and I were born into. And the woman who would shape every choice we'd ever make. Our mother. William Longfellow, back then. Man of appetites, man of business. We were forbidden to go anywhere near Longfellow's house. Madeline, being Madeline, insisted that we break it.
Ow.
Spy it. Climbing my fence. Not here, not ever. We agreed.
Let go of her arm.
Honey?
Oh, nothing to worry about.
So those two are his kids then, presumably.
No harm done. We'll talk about it Monday.
Madeline hated Longfellow even then. She knew, somehow.
Madeline.
She always knew.
Okay, so Madeline's his sister then, obviously. I might have said that just now. Or I might just thought it. Oh, it's her.
Okay, Mom. Okay.
Here. Mom, you have to drink, and maybe we need to call a doctor like on the TV.
No!
Mom, please.
Jesus showed us how to heal the sick, and it wasn't through medicine. Where is your faith?
Mom said we're not supposed to ever bother him. Him especially.
Trust me, it's the least he can do.
And we know that you're so good at helping people. You were the smartest man she ever met.
Clever.
I'm sorry. You're here at my home, so I'll talk your mother into seeing a doctor.
She won't listen to us, but she...
What did you say?
It's the least you could do. For her. For us.
This guy's a real piece of shit, isn't he?
Take your grift and get off my property.
Are those Eliza's kids?
Your husband's kids actually, love, but there we go.
What do we do?
So they're not even telling anyone. I mean, I get why, but... God. That's horrible.
Maddie!
What is it?
Oh no. I hope she was actually dead and then they didn't make a mistake and then just bury their mother alive. Good God. In this case, I kind of hope it is a ghost. Oh shit.
Mom? Mommy? Mommy?
Oh, that ticking clock is not good. Wonder if this one's got hidden ghosts in it like the other ones, like the other shows do. Oh God, what's she seen? Oh no, I need a pillow. Okay.
Please, Mommy.
So, is she a ghost or is she actually alive and just very pissed off? Or is she a pissed off ghost? She looks like she's going to the guy's house.
Who is that?
This guy's an absolute dickhead.
Oh my God.
There's something very wrong with her face.
The official story was Longfellow had a heart attack in his sleep, and the nastiest bits we cleaned up after I took over the company. The last thing my mother did in this life was kill a powerful man, and we carried that secret with us.
Okay, so she was alive.
Why are you telling me this? Why are we talking about your mother?
Well, I assume that I'm supposed to because she's here.
What do you mean?
She's right behind you.
Oh no. I would not be turning around.
How trivial. Talk softly.
Fuck. There's nothing there and I still jumped.
Assert a little control. I'm not going to turn around, Roderick.
It's fine with me.
So why are you...
That was something. Oh my God.
I just promised I would never do what he did. I have 6 kids. 6 kids by 5 mothers, but they're all mine. If you're an usher, the gates are open.
Fair.
That day was the last day we were all in the same place. Alive.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Charles Auguste Dupin, and it is my privilege to represent the United States of America against Fortunato Pharmaceuticals and the Usher crime family. They've achieved this awful things. And the most fundamental...
Love seeing all of them again.
Their lead attorney, Mr. Arthur Pym, he's the one doing the crossword puzzle while I'm talking. They believe that people like them don't go to prison. Ladies and gentlemen, they're right. Not one consequence has stuck to Roderick Usher or Madeline Usher or anyone else in the family. And the reason why this trial is going to have a different outcome, you're going to hear from one of them. An informant from within the inner circle, someone so close to this family's crimes, their testimony and evidence will be unimpeachable.
Objection!
Family dinner.
All of them.
Spouses too.
Holy f***, this is bad.
A bowling alley in the kitchen.
If it is true, it's Perry.
Oh, He's just a kid, Freddie.
Who knows what that crazy little sorry, honey. Who knows what that crazy little spithead will or won't do?
Spithead.
He gets everything anyway, no matter how inept he is, apparently. Just look at his name. Frederick is about as close to Roderick as you get without a junior. I don't know why I didn't just call him Froderick. I don't give a shit about the world. I care about what Dad thinks, and he'd write this out, so we write it out.
Just...
The fuck is this? Was that a monkey?
All right, let's close her up.
It worked. It really worked.
This new powder your dad sent over? Hey, you hear those stories? Tourists in South America get powder blown in their face and it paralyzes them? Well, this is the same stuff.
That doesn't sound good at all.
You absolutely cannot come.
I'd like to meet your family.
But there's a whole process for that. That significant others are a thing. That's right. Look, I don't know what time I'm going to get back, but we can talk about it then, okay?
I'll be right up. I'm in the elevator. We can talk about it in a minute.
Oh, you're in the elevator. Okay, see you in a sec. You gotta go.
You promised me a selfie.
Now.
Well, that was surprising.
Yeah. There's a blanket on top of the sofa.
I mean, multitasking, I guess. On the phone, playing PlayStation, and...
Hey! Why are you home early? Hey.
Yeah, you don't know where he's been.
All right, we're coming out swinging. Priority 1 is the informant. I want you to start with Perry, obviously, but I don't think he's clever enough to keep it off TikTok.
Do you need us after dinner?
No, not tonight. If this informant thing is real, I have to be the one that finds them.
Dawn, what are you doing here? Have you met my wife, Juno? This is Dr. Donaldson. He's been...
Oh, so that's Juno. Okay. I thought it was one of his daughters.
I need to talk to you, Roderick.
Go ahead.
Alone, I think.
Prospero's here. You ready for him?
What?
What did he tell him?
You've had a calendar year to come up with a proposal, and you've come up with a nightclub.
Well, obviously you're not thinking big enough. Prospero's gonna be one of the most exclusive nightclubs in the entire world. We're gonna turn movie stars and monarchs away with attitude. I'm selling hedonism, privilege. It's a dark room with killer music, few rules, fewer consequences. Yeah, just let me come to the office, show you the numbers.
Roderick, please, anytime.
No, we won't set up a meeting at the office. Being an usher is about changing the fucking world. It's not a blowjob whiskey bar.
I know it's important to you. Everybody gets that first loan, but...
Not making it easy.
something is going on with you.
All good. Right behind you.
Why am I suddenly nervous?
For the road.
She's... Oh.
Mr. Pym has some important paperwork for each of you.
Ooh, paperwork from the Pym Reaper, always a blast.
Pym Reaper.
Is this
okay.
also cake?
This is a robust new non-disclosure agreement, and it is consequential.
Yeah, I prefer not to sign anything without my guy looking at it first. Or not.
Fortunato is the reason you exist. It's the reason you can have your little knockoffs. The company is the family, and we expect each of you to defend it with your life. And if anyone comes after us, we will exhaust our arsenal until the threat's neutralized.
By neutralized, you mean sued into oblivion, taken out of the will, on the streets?
Neutralized. Like dead. When I find out who's been talking to the government against your own blood, there won't be enough of you left to sue.
Wow.
$50 million. To whoever solves it. To the lucky usher who figures out who's talking to the feds. 50 million cash, no strings, no taxes.
Did you just
Yes, I'm putting a bounty on you. You, the informant, you know who you are. It's 50 million, sleep tight. And to the rest of you, happy hunting.
Wow.
I know who's responsible.
You know who's responsible for which death?
All of them.
Forgive me, Roderick, but the deaths of your children have been investigated pretty thoroughly, and as strange as they may be, those deaths are unrelated.
I am responsible. And more to the point, perhaps, there's a woman.
I knew that face.
Woman I have to tell you about.
What did she do to them?
Costume party? Nothing for you then.
No, we're drinking tonight, both of us. Whiskey. Neat. We work up the street. Haven't seen this place before. Did you just open?
Sort of.
Thought it'd be more crowded. New Year's and all.
Oh, it'll fill up later. We're a midnight business. Tonight, anyway. You guys look like you've had a wild night already.
God, I can't believe we really did that.
Keep your voice down, Roderick. We wait here. Drink, but don't get drunk. Talk, but don't talk. If the cops aren't here by midnight, that's a good sign. The important thing is that people see us tonight. Crowded enough for a few witnesses, not so crowded that nobody notices.
Want to start a tab? Buy now, pay later. What I say. I'm Verna.
Roderick, this is Madeline.
New Year's 1980. I remember what else happened that night. That was the night, well, you know what I'm getting at.
Yes, I know what you're getting at.
What did they do?
Was when everything changed at Fortunato. People still whisper about what possibly could have happened that night.
Killed the wife of the dad? Because obviously their mum killed their dad. But she was still about.
We buried 3 of my children today. The other 3 last week. There's a reason I'm telling you this. My mother, my children, New Year's Eve. You'll be reluctant to accept it or believe it, but I promise you, every single piece is important.
It is merely the idea of what would be during the sweeping precipitancy of a fall.
Oh, shit.
Look at me. Take him to Westminster and pursue him.
It's time. It's time.
God, goosebumps. Wow. Really enjoyed that. I really want to just jump straight into the second episode, but I'm going to have a quick kind of recap first. Yeah, so already I'm intrigued. Like, I want to know what's happened. I mean, presumably the next, because it's 8 episodes in total, so presumably the rest of the episodes, I don't know if we'll get an episode per child. I say child, you know, per kid, like they did with Haunting of Hill House, or whether it will just be jumping sort of between the different ones. But yeah, I'm quite keen to find out what's happening. Like, the fact that him and his sister are basically, or, you know, he's paying his kids to basically find the informant and kill them. I mean, he hasn't told them to kill them, but basically it means death. If they find out who's the informant, they will die. And he's going to pay them. So So it's lovely to have, like, the incentive, obviously, but, like, $50 million, surely you're going to do quite a lot to get that. And if that means framing somebody who's not necessarily guilty, you might think of doing that. And it's just like, that's not good. You don't do that. That's too much, really. And I am going to be getting a pillow for the next episode, because even though that one wasn't, there was the jump scare at the end, but it wasn't scary generally. There was a couple of bits there which I was just like, oh, it's going to do something. So I think I'm going to have to get a pillow for security. But yeah, it's really good seeing all the actors from, obviously the other shows. Like, we've got the housekeeper, I can't remember names, but we got the housekeeper from Bly Manor and the guy that, the chef guy. Love those two. We've obviously got one of the kids from Haunting of Hill House, the one that played Shirley. We got the one that was the Lady of the Lake in Bly Manor, and Theo in Haunting of Hill House. And then we've got the mother from The Haunting, and we've got, although I don't think she was the narrator in Bly, wasn't she? Yeah. And we've got, there's so many actors that are, like, crossed over from between all the shows, so I'm really glad that we've got sort of most of them back in this one. It just kind of makes it feel a little bit more Mike Flanagan-y. But yeah, really, really, really enjoying this. It's episode 1. And I'm already, like, absolutely hooked. So yes, I'm going to wrap this video up so I can jump into the next episode. So as always, if you've enjoyed this reaction, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.